for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hold on, man. Nah, we don't want to hear none of that. All that talking over with. So we can forget all that talk. All that stuff we done said in the past, what you did to somebody else and what you did to them. Forget that. Now it's time to get right here. Get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
I'm back in the ring. American dream. Just me and my team. Them Florida boys, shout out to King. Another money grab with the Wu-Tang cream, raw tea with the flow, as King got mean. From a small town called Fresh, off a bitch niggas ass niggas ever think of calling out me. Okay, my lid's low, but then lid's low. You know it started out piss po. Nothing like yo kin folks. Fuck Nike, I do it like this. I got all the belts, young Klitschko. If you want smoke, flame on. The only problem with that, Holmes, you got a glass jaw and I'm Roy Jones. Speak on my name, let me find out. Border wars blow your lights out. Mano a mano, we grind out. Throw in the towel, no calling the time. Flipping niggas call over, I'm the new Earl Spence. Top right thigh, niggas still sitting on the bench. Left jab, left hook, right hook. Got it glitch, Vaseline all on me, so they blame it on the drip. I've got an unorthodox style, new for your mans. And shout out to Jimma, shout out to Francis. All of my competition touch the canvas. Most of them going home in ambulances. Beat all the odds, still taking chances. Knocking you weak ass fighters out your stances. Locate the sponsors, I need advances. Ali Boubaye, that boy dance.
Yeah, ain't no more talking now. Ain't no more trainers, ain't no more promoters. Can't call yourself no champ, man. If you can't come through me, get your ass in the ring and swing, man.
Niggas just over there trolling, they don't want no smoke. Better have a Kevin Hart. Thinking I'm a joke, ain't shit to talk about. But you heard Liz Low. Get your ass in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Nigga. Get in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Swing. Get in the ring. Nigga. What up, boys?
Man, I'm a champion. I need that. I need a few others, but we'll work on that.
Yeah, I told you, man. Yo, Justo, it's time to drop another track, man. Send that to me ASAP.
Yo, we gotta play that. If we haven't played that yet, man,
we gotta find out. Nah, we gotta find out. Is he a one-hit wonder, man? Cause that track getting a lot of spins. Let me tell you, it just fits so perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, Justo, we need to find out. Are you a one-hit wonder or not? You know what I'm saying? Come back and bring some more fire. Let us know that you can do it. I mean, and look, you ain't gotta. So I'm just saying, I wanna know just for curiosity. Can you do it again? What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another spontaneous edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside Casual Fan, a.k.a. Enrique Church, Mario Monguia from Corpus Christi, Texas, and the Canadian, Francis. What it do, gentlemen? Welcome back. How are you?
What up, people? What up, people out there? Thank you for the Lord and Savior for another one to be with y'all again. And shout out to Justo for the shout out in the song. That song is fire. What's up, fellas?
That was fire.
Yo, shout out to Legendary Baby, the champ of boxing bars. They forgot, Cash. They forgot you the champ. They forgetting, bro.
Yeah, I thought Ness was gonna put my song that I sent him up. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So
your promoter ain't even
when you sent me something,
damn, dog.
You ain't sent me no track, man. I'm
Yo,
on
he
my
said he
email.
sent you 4 of them. He said
Enrique,
he sent you a mixtape.
right now, I got my new post is the last thing you sent me. Then I see, yeah, that's it. You ain't sent me nothing, bruv. Chill. Get in the ring and swing.
I think I sent it through you by text.
Get in the ring and swing. Today or something? Because it couldn't have been a day.
Nah, a while ago.
Yeah, resend it, bro. I never got it. It probably was too heavy to go through text if it was a song. I got this. I got this. 1, 2. Legendary Baby right here. You know what I'm saying? He was just creating.
Call him Cash
Man. Yo, he getting shy. He hears song, he getting shy, y'all.
Cannon Cody memory of Lomachenko and Lopez. We used to laugh a lot on the Boxing Voice, play a lot, cry a lot. Somebody put a prediction and they sat down because they ate crow.
Yo, why that got that This Is Summer, like what's that Jay-Z shit? What was a Dear Summer vibe to it? It's like real like, yo,
Yeah,
word is born though. Why
I got
you
that
acting
too.
like that, yo?
Yo, you produced that too?
Yeah,
Nah, I ain't produced that.
he got that free beat on the Band Lab. But listen, man, what we here to talk about is Wilder, Deontay Wilder, former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, rejecting Mayweather's training offer. He's calling it fake love. He says, no thank you. Should he reconsider? And I'm saying, should he reconsider, especially off the back of Tank's success? Like, you just seen what Floyd was able to do for Tank. Like, yo, has anyone noticed that Tank's all access videos are like 2-point-something million? Like,
Yeah.
you know, the last time we
Profile
said
has risen.
the last time we said that a YouTube video for a fighter got to 1 million, it was talking about Daniel Dubois and his fight with Nathan Gorman. So that was a long time ago, fellas. He just did 2.2 mil. He did well, to you, Dubois is definitely known in that UK. But
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know, he's
in America.
He did 2.2 mil on YouTube, man. That all access, like Tank brought in numbers. And you gotta assume that was all the love that Mayweather was giving him, being side by side, training with him, and let's talk about that too. You know, he's not saying let me promote you. He's saying I can train him to beat Fury. So it's like, again, we seen a fantastic version of Tank. You know what I mean? People talking about knockout of the year, pound for pound. Most exciting fighter in boxing is the debate between Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here when considering that he's not considering being trained by Mayweather. His exact quotes are, my thing is, every fighter I've fought, Floyd has bet against me. It ain't even for me to discuss. Even with Mark Breland, I need a trainer. Mark ain't on the team no more. Nobody had anything good to say about my trainer before, but all of a sudden you need him. Wilder told Barbershop Conversations, according to that interview that he did. So he says, all this time and all of a sudden now, why? I don't need anybody. I made it all this far. Why do I need to change up anything? Of course, we need to replace, and you're going to see what it is. Nobody has reached out to me. It's publicity. When I see people do stuff like, it's for publicity. But to the offer from Mayweather, thank you, but no thank you. I don't feel any love from that man. Their actions don't show that. It's fake love to me, but they know that themselves. They can't look at me in the eyes and tell me they care about me and want me to do well. They can't look at me in the eyes and be sincere about that because I would feel them. They can't do that because they know it's not real. It's not. It's for publicity. Yeah, so exactly. I don't believe that though. I don't believe that because when Tank got mad at Mayweather for training Gervonta Davis, when Gervonta got mad at Mayweather for training Haney, all of a sudden we seen Tank over there and being embraced and fully promoted, right way pushed, and now look at his performance. Is it fake love? Maybe. Would it always be that? You know, will it always be that?
Will it grow out of it?
Yeah, like y'all need to get a relationship. Obviously, if you don't know him, you don't know. And who says you have to be trained by someone that loves you? Someone that you knew or grew up with?
Man, I'm so glad you said that because when I heard the conversation, first of all, that's what I've been saying. We've had this conversation, in the past without Wilder's side of it. And I always said, I don't know how genuine this is. I don't know how much it's for clout and how much it isn't. But let's be real. He said in this interview, okay, he said, we're gonna get the replacement. He said they need to change it up, and we need to replace. He said exactly, why do I need to change up anything? Of course, we need to replace, and you're going to see what it is. So, is Mayweather the best option? I don't think he is. I think there are other options out there that are, decorated trainers that have years and decades under their belt that he could choose from. So exactly what you said. Do you need to feel love? My man, this ain't like going into a tire shop and getting your tire replaced and you don't have to feel that love. You know what I'm saying? You don't need love when you're going to pump gas or when you're going to buy a TV. You know what I mean? It don't matter what that dude from Best Buy think. But when you in there every day with a trainer, the love does matter. You have to feel that.
All right,
Dog, we could build that, man. We could build that. Like, obviously, there's no love because we don't hang out. But once we start working out, that'll change. It's just that simple.
So, I'm gonna start off my end by asking y'all a question, just real quick. If you know somebody that every turn you turn as men, they talk shit about you and they put shit on your name, are you gonna want anything from them? That's to all you guys right here. The Mario, Cash, and
I'll
Ness.
go first because that was the first thing that.
Yo, go last. Your mic ain't connected, champ.
Oh, my bad. Well, you could have been nice about it.
I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to be mean, champ. That was
all better, right?
That was a heads up, pick me up. That's all. That wasn't mean.
All right. So here it goes. You mentioned, like he said, Wilder said, yo, every time I fought, he bet against me. That's equal to, going to a Thanksgiving dinner and walking away and be like, man, I ain't never going there again, man. I ain't like that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? And the opposite feeling also happens. You could go to a Thanksgiving dinner and be like, I really like them, So it's an individual choice by Deontay Wilder, who's in the elite level of boxing. And he could say, yo, it's publicity. Mayweather wants to stay relevant. They say it on this show all the time, even though we praised him as the king of boxing. Every time a big name comes out and is getting some shine from the boxing community, here comes Mayweather with some information to put out there. So I do see it as, as a movie playing in front of me, possibly fake love.
And that's...
It's like I said, man, we ain't got to be friends to get this money. And it's just that simple. That's what it boils down to. If there's something to learn from Mayweather, if you watching this show right now and you saying to yourself, well, I won't fuck with nobody that I don't trust, that they ain't got no love for me, cool. We all answered that. Now, can you answer, does Mayweather bring anything to the table that's beneficial to Deontay Wilder, both financially and physically in terms of training him, showing him? So then the answer is we don't got to be friends to make money.
All right. The reason why I say that, because as a man, Deontay Wilder has all right to feel the way he feels, and to stand on his square and say, well, if this man never believed in me when I fall, why all of a sudden he's there now to want to pick me up and put me on my feet, help me to get on my feet, so to speak, with whatever he's trying to offer? No, thank you. Now, on the second hand, everybody does evolve and does mature. And I feel like when Uncle Roger passed away, before Uncle Roger passed, he talked to Floyd and said, yo, Floyd, you got to pass on the knowledge. You understand? That's why I feel like Floyd has been teaching these guys so much and getting more involved, because he says, you got it. You got to help the younger generation do what they got to do. You know what I mean? And I think that's the maturity and the change in Floyd that we're seeing with him reaching out to these younger fighters and a Deontay Wilder. But because Deontay Wilder is such a vulnerable person, and he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's such a, like, when he loves hard. When he hates hard. It's hard for him to pass that barrier for Floyd, for them to say, okay, let's work together based on, I know how you've talked about me before. So it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. It's really going to come down to Deontay Wilder and whether or not he can get past it, because that's for everybody. There's a lot of people he don't trust right now. Let's keep it 100.
100. And he just got betrayed in his mind too. So that is another factor. I'll play the flip side now and say, hell yeah, Floyd will bring a whole nother profile to his corner. But then at the end, if Deontay is the one in the ring who becomes victorious, right? then does Floyd steal all the shine? Does it become, Floyd changed the game for Deontay Wilder? And the callers be like, yo, if it wasn't for Floyd, and you were like, yo, he needed Floyd, then does that make him feel
good? But that probably don't make him feel good, but that's part of the game. Like, Floyd is that big, man. But to turn that around or to turn that down and say, all this time, all of a sudden now, why? I don't need anybody. I've made it all this far. Why do I need to change up anything?
But I think what he's saying is that he doesn't need anybody in particular. That's what I think he's saying. Like, of course he needs a trainer. He said that. Of course he needs to replace Breland. He said that. I think when he says that, what he means is that there's not one person that he needs to succeed, because then the question would become, if without that person, he can't succeed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to say that Floyd could help, yes, I agree with you 100%. To say that Floyd is the only avenue that would lead to success, I can't see that, because I think, again, there are better trainers out there.
I'm not
saying that you're saying that.
I don't even think that was ever brought up. But
Again,
but what I can say is this: Floyd is the best choice. Because no other trainer is going to bring all of the elements that Floyd brings, right? It's like right now, I'm trying to get a house, so there's boxes. I can't afford every box. But if my list, I can check the majority, that house is a good one, and I need to go and see it. Floyd checks all the boxes. He checks extra fame and publicity box. He checks elite level fighter. He checks, pedigree. I mean, what else don't you get from Floyd?
Here's what you don't get. You don't get the years of training, the experience of knowing what a fighter needs at a particular time. Those are the only boxes that Floyd doesn't check, and you're absolutely right about that.
And that's what you got JDs for, Mario. You ain't getting rid of JDs and Breland. You just bringing in Floyd. You spicing things up. You adding extra cameras, extra attention. And I point again to Gervonta Davis, man. We haven't seen. It's crazy because Floyd is involved, but we haven't seen YouTube video numbers that big since Floyd versus McGregor. It's just the truth, man.
Yo, Ness, check this out. You might call it crazy. Everybody might call it crazy, but I call it sense. Everybody has a different level of loyalty and a different level of willingness to walk away from a situation. They know that number in their head. They know that situation in their head. When it gets there, they can walk away. Right? Everybody, are we in agreement?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Ness, are you in agreement?
Not really. What are you talking about?
Nah, Ness is sold.
Everybody has the ability to walk away from a situation at any point.
Absolutely.
They have a number in their head or a situation that when they get there, they can walk away.
Okay.
Exactly.
Loyalty plays a big part.
Right.
Deontay Wilder is big on loyalty. He feels Floyd has been disloyal. Now, I'm agreeing with you, and that's what I'm talking.
Disloyal or disrespectful?
Maybe disrespectful.
You can say both. The reason why I say I'm disloyal,
you gotta be a friend to me.
Let me explain.
How you being loyal to me? You don't even know me.
Let me explain. As a black man, he feels like Floyd is being disloyal.
Okay,
I don't know if that makes
sense. No. Yeah. I can see that.
Like, how can you bet against me so much?
Oh, okay.
About being, about, I'm saying, not about everybody, but about black fighters, knowing what you went through as a fighter. How can you be betting against me? But then now you had a change of heart, which people can have, but he just doesn't believe it.
But you're not adding the element of Al Heyman, right? So you trying to Wilder diminish the integrity of Floyd, but when you're talking about loyalty, Floyd has been loyal to Al. And ultimately, everybody's under the Al Heyman umbrella. So Floyd is just extending an olive branch. And I'm sure Al will be in agreements with it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, Floyd's loyalty is to Al. Al is opening the doors for Wilder. So it's still all one family, man. It's just different levels of the building.
Let me tell you something, Ness. Yo, Mario, Casual, Ness, check this out. And tell me if this makes sense. If it doesn't, Jamal Charlo and Jamel Charlo said, fuck Demetrius Andrade. We're not even fighting. I don't care how much money you're offering. Because he messed up with whatever contract situation we had before in the past, I don't want nothing to do with him. I listened to a interview that Brian Custer had on Last Stand podcast with Earl Spence and Derek James. He asked him about Keith Thurman. He said, I don't care how much money you're talking about. Keith Thurman said he's going to have to leave the division or fight him. He says, I guess I'm moving up or I'm moving down. In other words, it's never happening. What he said, what about Keith Thurman? He said, fuck Keith Thurman. I don't like him.
Yeah, he ain't like him because what he did in the past.
So I don't care what you're talking about. If Deontay Wilder takes that stance against Floyd, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
But his skill set
and that's cool.
His skill set can make an effect on Wilder. It can.
And that's cool. But at the end of the day, Earl ain't right either. Earl was 14-0 talking about give me a shot. Now you in the driver's position. You ain't giving Bud the shot. You talking about fighting Danny, Sean, and fucking Pacquiao.
He said Pacquiao and Terrence next, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, after he already. My man, hold on, dog. Don't act like you got, and that's the problem with boxing fans. Fickle, and really poor revisionist history, right? Because it's like when he got the IBF, he went on to fight all those other people not named Bud, okay? He fought everybody that he fought. So it's no different than Thurman. When Thurman was in the driver's seat, this is what I'm saying. Like, it happens. Cotto cried about Mayweather and Pacquiao doing it to him. Then when he was in the driver's seat, he did it to Sergio and Canelo. So Earl cried when Thurman did it to him. Now he in the driver's seat. He doing it to Thurman and Bud. Oh, they gotta wait. This is my side of the street. I'm doing this. You can't get on pay-per-view without me. Dog, everybody get that taste of power and they don't know how to act. And that's what that is. That's what that is.
That's how you feel.
Can I ask you this though?
How I feel. That's history right there.
We always said this is why I don't believe half of the media in boxing, even the interviews. I always believe, because you said it yourself, and I heard a fighter say himself, we all know our 3 fights coming up. Did we not hear that, Ness?
For Earl? For Earl?
Not with Earl, but fighters. They said fighters know their next 2 fights.
Oh yeah. You saying yeah. That's like that's something that fighters say that they know 6 months in advance, especially Al Heyman fighters.
So Earl probably knows his next 3 fights that are like the biggest sweep for the build up of the bigger name, like Bud Crawford, because that's a big fight. That ain't like my next fight fly by. That's right. Like, let's put in some work.
And that's cool, but unless Earl says he's got some sort of personal issue with Thurman because they had some sort of interaction, like, how you taking this hardcore fuck Keith Thurman stance because he didn't give you a title shot when that's what you out here doing?
Well, Francis mentioned that based off of like somebody being loyal, based off what somebody done in the past. So that's why he's doing it now.
Bro, Ugas asked for a shot. Ugas asked for a shot. Sean Porter won a rematch. Ennis talking about he won a shot. Fucking Ortiz talking about he won a shot. Ain't none of them dudes saying fuck you.
Ness. Hey, yo, Ness. You know what's so funny he said in the interview today? Yo, he said like, yo, when I watched it, that Bob and Al got to work out whatever issues they got to make the fight. Because me and Terrence already said we going to fight. We already been on the phone. It's about Al and Bud working out their issues and making the fight. What do you say to that now? He's been ducking him too?
I never said
that was the point of all this.
I never said anything about ducking. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't understand. Where's that correlation to where Wilder's at?
No, because the correlation just based on what
he's an Earl fanboy, so he turned it to Earl. This is full-blown Earl now.
I'm an Earl. Hey, call it whatever you want. I'm an Earl fan. I don't know about fanboy because I ain't no boy, but I feel you though. I got
fan
you with
man,
that.
No problem. If you taking boy, as disrespect.
Y'all know that Wilder's very spiritual and stuff like that. He probably even meditates, closes his eyes, he becomes another person. What if like his mantra is remove people with hidden agendas from around me.
I get that. Listen, I'm all with that. I'm all with that. Just
that.
like,
but to me,
listen to me.
But it goes back to the disloyal part. How can you be disloyal to somebody that you've never had to be loyal to? You know what I mean? That's why I don't get that aspect of it. I don't.
Well, I think Francis made it abundantly clear. I'm really on board with what he said. Like, and Wilder, Wilder's heavy pro-black, so it's like, yeah, I could see him being mad. Floyd is like constantly kicking the black man down.
No. Listen, again, I'm not even talking about
in terms of him, Floyd talking about Wilder, not generalizing. Just
and
Floyd
that's fine. The only point for me is that like Wilder needs to do what is positive for him. You know what I'm saying? Like even if there is no real dark inclinations for Floyd, even if he doesn't have any hidden agendas or motives, or he's coming from a place of pure, positive energy, it matters what Wilder thinks. You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't feel that from the jump, then it don't matter. But I think there are other options out there that will just make a better fit. Will they produce more casual fans? Will they produce more pay-per-view numbers? Maybe not. But at the end of the day, he's at the top of the sport anyway. You know what I mean? Like how much more
the heavyweight division, they always argue, the heavyweight is the biggest division. Don't you say that all the time, Hardcore Ness?
Absolutely. And that's why I agree with him taking Mayweather's offer, because it's going to add an element of value to his name. Now, I'm with everybody who says, he said no, and it is no, and that's cool, but we debating, should he reconsider? And I'm giving my reasons as to why he should reconsider. Am I mad that he didn't do it? No, that's his prerogative. But the debate is, should he reconsider, especially off the back of Tank's success?
Right. Now, how about this, Ness? Remember, and everybody on the panel probably knows this. Remember a few years ago, Clarissa Shields was like, damn, champ, to Floyd, you can't just thank me on a tweet, on Instagram, on a Facebook.
We talked about that the other day.
Right. And let's say Clarissa Shields accomplished something real big, and her next fight is the biggest female fight of history. And Floyd is like, yo, Clarissa, you should let me train you. And she's like, no, thank you.
That's different. That's different because she reached out publicly, and I was so mad that he ain't even fucking reply back. But that's what Mario or Francis brought up. Like, maybe this is a different Mayweather after the passing of Roger, dog. Like, y'all not putting that element. Y'all keep trying to use this egotistical Mayweather. Maybe things are different when he lost his uncle who taught him everything he knows.
I can rock with that.
Damn, why can't people change? I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago. So if his uncle passed away and now he came out publicly and said, I want to teach people. So it's different. And for Wilder or anyone in that situation, you reconsider because things are different, because people can change, because it's a different time from when he picked against Wilder. Roger was alive. When he picked against Wilder in the Fury fight, Roger was alive. So we don't know what moment he might have had after losing his uncle, after being bedside without his uncle. We don't know.
You're right, but to say
that it's fake, to say that it's not genuine without knowing, without catering to that person, talking to that person,
right?
How do you know? How do you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. But he's the man to judge it, and he hasn't said, "Yo, get Floyd on the phone. I want to see what he really wants." You know what I'm saying? That didn't happen. He just straight out his face said, "No, thank you, but no, you just fake love." How would you feel if somebody bets against you and then all of a sudden they want to team up with you? You know what I'm saying? But I could see it every facet of the way.
Bro, let me tell you something. See,
the good side,
this is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm telling you. We ain't got to be friends to get money. And boxing has history that teaches us. So you say, yo, how you look like, Well, you look like Derek Chisora and David Haye. Both dudes getting money. Chisora got glassed by David Haye. He ain't give a fuck. Years went by. Obviously, they had a beef. But he you know what he did? He said, yo, how the hell is you always in shape, man? How you always in shape? He said, bro, you want to know how I'm in shape? Let me show you. Come work with me. After they worked together, he signed the managerial, and Chisora's been in big fights ever since. And those was two dudes that ain't like each other. That's one dude that hit another dude with a bottle. He glossed me. But y'all ain't lived through it. Y'all ain't lived. No, at a press conference.
No, I'm saying outside of like the ring and stuff.
Yeah, outside of the ring. But y'all ain't lived through it. Y'all fickle. And I don't mean y'all, I mean in general. Like boxing fans are fickle, man.
That's how I know you guys are gonna get it, because it took Ness about 4 days to get. I've been saying that for a minute since I came on. Like something I seen different in Floyd, man. After Roger was talking to him, like it's something else changed in him. Like, and I'm a Floyd fan. I watch him very close, so I know. Like when I seen that, it's like something. The atmosphere changed with him. He just became a different person. His whole demeanor is different. He's that ego, that personality is pretty much diminished now that he knows it's over. Like apart from the little exhibitions, it's really over. You can relax now and just a different person. Roger said something to him, and I'm glad. With Deontay Wilder, I hope he can like. It's hard because he's so emotional. It's so hard. Like, you know what I mean?
Now that y'all get the whole Roger Mayweather, and I'm seeing Roger in his deathbed or at hospice saying, Floyd, pass on the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Make it a legacy. I see it, but I'm the type.
Bruh, think about it. He trained no names the other day. He trained his nephews. He trained 16-year-olds. He was training Haney. He wanted to train Tank. But Tank was not feeling them. Tank was out here calling him the ops. But then he seen him getting trained by Haney. Like, well, hold up. Wait a minute.
He also said that their training was very different. Like Floyd could do certain things and that weren't right for him. You know what I mean? Like running at night, whatever, just different things. So, it just wasn't a fit. Carlos Diaz on the super chat says, youngins don't understand that kind of mentality.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm lost with that one. But I got one from Ronald Finkley who sends a huge shit emoji. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's so dope.
I can't see it.
It's really the poop emoji with the eyes, but it looks so much more detailed on YouTube. That's pretty dope. I guess it's a sticker. It's a super sticker, it says. We got CRB who says... Bro, Tank is 25. Deontay Wilder is 35. No way he considers it. I mean, yo, age ain't nothing but a number, man. And how old is Chisora? 36 today? How many fights he got with David Hay? What shape did he look like in that Derek Chisora second fight? I mean, chill, man. And those was pay-per-views, man. All he had to do was get whipped into shape to make a pay-per-view. So, look. But look. You don't need to get what's that saying? Like, all money ain't good money. So I feel Wilder. I understand, Yeah, Wilder Mayweather, that combination could be big financially for Wilder, but, he already rich. So he don't need all the money that's out there. Mm-hmm. He could be selective. I get him. He's already real rich, so I get him, All money ain't good money. But all I'm saying is everybody changes, man. And you gotta hope that everyone can change, because this is the world we live in. Like, I want to hope that people can grow and get over things. Time heals too, So,
no, I agree. I do. Early on, I really wasn't sure whether or not it was clout chasing or whatever. But I hear where y'all are coming from, and I feel different about it. Here's the thing, though. Okay. It's got to start somewhere. So it's like, you want training to be the ultimate goal. Well, then it's got to start with like a conversation on the phone, a cup of coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like a chill, a day y'all chill, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's got to start slow. So I don't think that, this is necessarily like a dagger in the situation where it's all over said and done. Let me tell you what's the problem.
Let me tell you what's the problem.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the problem, right? You're dealing with two very alpha males, two dudes that consider themselves the best, One says he's the best ever. The other one says the baddest man on the planet. So I think that Wilder received it completely wrong. Mayweather said what he said because that's as far as he can go, because he's the best ever. He's still Pretty Boy Floyd. He's still Floyd Money Mayweather. He's still got to have a certain attitude and persona. So I put it out there. You want me to call you two? So you telling me you can't get my number from Al or from anybody? You telling me you in Vegas, you can't come see me? You can't, like, these are two people that are, very big superstars in boxing, so that we don't get anybody calling and say, yo, well, Floyd's a superstar, but not Wilder. In boxing, these are two big figures, man. It ain't hard for Floyd or Wilder to get each other's number. But what I'm saying is Floyd already put his ass out there by saying, I'm willing to train him. So now he got to call you too. He already said it. It's up to you to be like, man, I'm jumping on that shit. Come on, y'all. Let's just take a ride out there, see what he talking about. Let's go chill with him. That's it.
You know what's so funny about that? Here's the thing about it, and this is where it makes it a little bit difficult. It's because Floyd can't pick up and say, yo, I'm going to go check Wilder, because of the energy that he knows that's coming from that side.
Exactly.
It got to be Wilder to be the one to open the door for that conversation to happen. It can't be Floyd. Floyd can't force himself in on Wilder.
How could he have done that in that interview with Barbershop? He could have been like, yo, when they brought up the Floyd, and he's like, ain't nobody even called me yet, man, but I'm open. If he want to call me, I'm open. You know what I'm saying? But he said,
so doesn't that put it on Floyd, though?
It puts it back on Floyd.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But now Floyd knows, Mario, that his energy is different. But what is Floyd expecting? It's fake love. Nah, it's bullshit. It's publicity. He bet against. That's what Floyd is expecting. But if you put out in the universe, like, I'm open to it, but he ain't called me. So now Floyd gets all those quotes and all those reporters like, yo, Wilder said you ain't call him. If you want to trade him, he's open to it. Now Floyd could pick up the phone because he know the energy's different. Come on, we dealing with two alphas. The best ever, baddest man on the planet. But look, those are my final thoughts, because I want to hear what the people got to say.
I just want to add something to it. Floyd has to live with this a little bit as well, too. I remember, if you look at his two different interviews, one he did in the UK when they asked him, and he kind of laughingly said, I can help Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury. From that interview to the one he had with Shay Shay on Club Shay Shay on YouTube, was a different person. Total different energy. Do you guys remember that interview? When he was in the UK, he did like a tour in the UK, and they asked him about, hey, Floyd, what do you think about, do you think you can help Deontay Wilder beat Tyson Fury since you just lost? And he kind of laughed off and said, yeah, I can help him. What you got to do is just call me. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I don't really remember it, but I mean,
Look, my final thoughts, I'm just going to say this. At the end of the day, I think that if it's Floyd who is convinced that he can help, if it's Floyd that is convinced that he can do something positive for Wilder, it needs to be him that reaches out to make that known. If let's say there's a caller out there that needs help, with bars, like it's not his job to reach out to me to say, like, yo, I want you to help me with bars. It's my job to let him know what I can do for him. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like, Wilder's in a situation where Floyd thinks he needs his help, so he needs to call him and make sure that it's all positive, it's all good. They need to have that first initial conversation detailing what it is exactly he can do, just like he had with George. Same scenario. So I don't think that it's really up to Wilder to say, well, oh, he said he could help. Well, no, man, he's got his things he needs to focus on, and Wilder needs to feel that positivity coming back. Floyd's the only one that can project that. Final thoughts.
Yeah, my final thoughts are, it is a big deal, Wilder jumping on the offer, but like you said, man, there's alpha involved, and Floyd's gonna get all the shine off of the victory in my head. But we know what Wilder could do and what he presented and who he is, so I could understand him saying, nah, no thank you. But we never know. It could turn around. He may go to therapy. He may go to psychology and get his head right.
Damn, so you insinuated his head ain't right?
Brother, he was at the top, and then he loses, and he's breaking his camp. His camp is breaking up. There's trust issues. You know what I'm saying? The third fight fell apart, and there's a lot going on in your head. Millions of dollars being lost in your head. So yeah, I mean, I think your head is not right at that point.
All right, so you recommending a sports psychologist?
I'm recommending a sports psychologist indeed.
All right. Well, we're going to go out to these phone lines. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget, sign-ups right now are open for December 5th's Border Wars 16-ounce glove, USA-approved headgear. Get in there, 3 rounds, 2-minute rounds. Challenge yourself. We match you up properly. Let's go. We're going to go out to these sponsors real quick, and then our callers. Once again, the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
All right. We need about 150 more subs. Oh, that's what's up. We need 150 more subs to get to 117,000 subscribers right here on YouTube. So tell a friend to tell a friend that your favorite podcast needs 150 subs. Let's fucking go. Let's do this. We going out to one of my favorite intros in Cincinnati.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up from back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Phone jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, man. I agree with Ness, man. I think Floyd would be a great option, but to be honest, man, I'm riding with Malik Scott. I don't know if Malik Scott can train, but it's no secret I'm a nasty nigga. And Malik's a nasty nigga, so I'm rooting for my fellow nasty nigga, man. Go to Malik's IG page and tell me y'all ain't rooting for this man. This dude is a whole rock star, so I'm fucking with him. So yeah, man, I'm rolling with Malik Scott, man. I want to see that man win. You know, that's the big brother I never had. I don't know if he can help Ryder with them fundamentals, but man, he look like he'd be a cool nigga to just kick it with. So yeah, fuck Floyd, give me Malik. That's my call.
Yeah, Brandon became a real big fan of Malik Scott once I put him on that IG, man. You know, he's very bold, definitely comfortable in his own skin. We're going to go out to the ghost of Francis. Coach Myers, what's up?
Yo.
What up, champ? We hear you, champ.
What's going on? Hey, Frankie. I ain't forget about you, boy. I'm on your head. We're going to do this summer 21. But besides that, as far as Wilder go, like Floyd is like in the middle. Sometimes it's like you think he's genuine, and sometimes you just think he says stuff just to say it, just to keep his name in there. Like, he says stuff, but when he says it, it's like his quote. What'd he say? I could, if he lets me train him, I can teach him how to win. You know what I mean? That's like a backhand compliment type of thing. I could teach him how to win. You know what I mean? So
that's how you interpreting it, man. I mean, that's what he said. That's what trainers and teachers do. That's what trainers and coaches. No, but I'm saying you're interpreting it negatively because coaches and trainers teach.
I understand that. But Floyd, being a former fighter.
Where's the backhanded compliment?
By being a former fighter, telling another fighter, saying, if you let me train you, I can teach you how to win. That doesn't sound like a.
Nah. I have no clue what you mean, but you got a boomerang champ. Hopefully.
Hey, yo, Coach Myers, hold on. Hey, yo, Coach Myers, don't let me kiss you on your forehead and sun you, man. You a little boy to me. You better relax.
Oh, y'all going
when
down.
you're spoken to, boy.
Y'all going down the boy route. You just said don't call you boy. Now you calling him boy.
Nah, because he did that to me in the chat. We go back. If we having fun, listen, man, we building up Border Wars. You know what I'm saying? 2021 is going to be lit. Border Wars December 5th.
The thing is this,
gonna
though.
Be lit. What's up?
That, I mean, you already got a fight with Stainless. You know, then you got a backup in Coach Myers, and then I put in the Border Wars Supreme Tax Patreon. He talking about he wants you.
Somebody else in the chat wants.
You know, it's too many. It's too many. So
way too many. Hell yeah!
You made yourself into an A side real quick. But
Big
let me
fish,
get to Let me get to J Mac.
Hey, don't forget Keem want it. Mario want it. Like we good.
Keem do want it. Let's get to J Mac, New Orleans. What up?
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from terrorists.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. You want to bet? You can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
All right, JP in Long Beach. All right, well, Mr. PBC. Can they hear me? What the hell? Oh, yeah, I'm definitely unmuted. Mr. PBC, you ready?
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Yo, TBV, what's good with you?
What up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on, the side of he's a man. The man chooses what he wants. You don't want to mess with Floyd. That it is what it is. I mean, he likes his best friend. Seems like he's going to put his best friend in that position. To me, personally, in my opinion, I would like to see him go with Floyd. Floyd can put him in situations he's not used to, make him feel like an actual boxer that he needs to feel like, and maybe put him in a doghouse. But it is what it is. Deontay Wilder is very pro-black, and there's a lot of things Floyd did in his history that I don't think he can redo. That kind of demolishes that. Yeah, that's my call, man.
Are you seeing Blog Talk, Ness?
Yeah. Let me get to it.
Okay, I just want to make sure. No, I just want to make sure you knew I was putting the numbers in.
Yo, another thing, man. Right. So you got Ryan Garcia and I believe Andy Ruiz, right? Coming out and saying, you know, how things are so different in that Canelo camp, you know? The training, Rashidi Ellis said it. Ronald Ellis said it. You know how how Canelo trains so different, and how it's different, and how when they got there, right, they realized it was different, and they started training just a little bit harder, just slightly different. And you know that's the element that Floyd can add, man. You know, is an extra set of eyes that's been on that level. See, it's different. Breland asking you to do something, or JD's asking you to do something, and you knowing, hey, you know, I've done more than you, man. I've accomplished more than you, Bark. I'm sorry. You know?
Look how active Floyd is at the ring apron during every fight. They kind of want to tell him to leave, but they can't. They want to tell him to go hold a seat, but they can't. And he's there, he's shouting and he's pointing. It's like he wants to be in the corner, like he's itching.
He's showing you the passion, man, and he's showing you that it's real. It's real.
I agree, but I just feel like it's problematic to be another voice in a crowd of voices.
And that is true. It's problematic, but in this scenario, in this conversation, it isn't, because he wants to train him. So that is the voice that he'll be listening to.
Of course.
So, it don't matter.
I just meant in that instance.
But what it does show is his passion. It shows that he is passionate about the person that's in the ring. I'm going to go to Majid, Florida. Talk to me.
Hey, what up? Oh, shit. Yeah, everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon for something, especially y'all if y'all don't be on here, because this just a on-the-spot show or whatever, so show some love. But, hey, man, I could agree with y'all when y'all say that, if he was to work with Mayweather, that could take him to another level that he never reached and get him to a better level. But at the same time, I understand people that live off principle, and people that live off principle, they don't care about money and none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like with this dude, like, that ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So. Hey, best of luck, however everything gonna work out, but I don't really see it happening in no way. That's all I got, man.
All right. And I hear you, man. I hear you, and that's what I said. They're two alphas, man, so it may never work. CRB says, Wilder made more money his last fight than Chisora made his entire career. # levels. Lamborghini dealer, not concerned with the Honda dealer. Yeah, but you're taking it to Chisora's wallet and not using Chisora as the scenario. He is the history, right? He had beef with a fighter, fixed his beef, and allowed that fighter to help him become a better version of himself. That's all. Same Rocky Apollo story, man. But, I get y'all. Rocky did it, though, and so did Apollo. You know what I'm saying? We could get over these beefs. Like, what the hell? But Carlos Diaz says, CTE? Hope not. Praying for Wilder. Yo, y'all out of control, man.
Yeah, y'all crazy, man.
We going to Ronald Finkley with another one. He says, Champ! What up, Champ? What up? TBV Vietnam in the building. Yo, go ahead, Francis.
Nah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, with this whole alpha situation, what would Floyd have to do to convince Wilder that he can trust him? Because I'm all about solutions, and I want to know what can the solution be. What can he really do or say that will gain Wilder's trust? Do you guys have any idea? Panel?
What could he say or do? I mean, he gotta go. But that's asking a lot, man.
Because Wilder likes to look people in the eye when he talks to them, right? He likes to look them in the eye, feel their energy.
Exactly. So he would have to go. He would have to take it upon himself to go meet up with Wilder, or he would have to be like, "Yo, Al, set it up. I want to talk to him," and Al would call him like, "Deontay, Floyd is requesting a sit down." So it would have to be something like that, unless Floyd just goes somewhere that Wilder is at and has the conversation happen that way. But if you're looking for an act like that of loyalty to come from Floyd, I mean, I don't know. I think that's asking a lot, man. I could dream. I could hope that he did something like that. That would show, to a lot of people that is not fake and that maybe that whole Roger thing is real, but it's still asking a lot, man. It's still wishing on a star, but I'm always gonna be optimistic. This is a sport I love. Y'all know that. It's the only one I love. I'm going to V in Jacksonville, Florida. What up, champ?
What's good, my guy? I was calling. Hold on, man. Let me make sure my shit cleared over here. But hold on. I'm sorry. Yo, so I was just thinking to myself, like, this Floyd thing is really something that's been hovering around Wilder for some time now, and he keeps refusing it. It doesn't make any sense because at this point, Floyd is at a different stage in his life. Once Roger died, you know what I'm saying? Once he lost his peoples, then he got, you know what I mean, more focused. You can even tell at the Javante fight, his body language is different. He just looks different. He's responding to Javante different. So this is not, and I think, one of Wilder's problems is his pride. You know what I mean? At a certain point, man, you got to put that aside, especially when you're showing obvious flaws. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt you to get better. We want a good American champ, but at this point, he's abandoning everything that it takes to be a great fighter and relying on his power. And I don't think that's something that is going to help him in longevity. We don't want to see him get retired, but his pride is going to cost him. There's a reason why pride in every spiritual belief.
Alrighty then. We're going out to J. Will in Ohio. What up?
Yeah, my call, man. I'm kind of going to play both sides of the fence. First side, man. When he did say, "I'm gonna show him how to win," it didn't come off right. And I know you defended it, Ness, but let's say you and your girl at the table, and some dude's offering you a job that's gonna pay you more money than the boxing voice. He's sitting down in front of you and your girl, and he says to your girl has some questions about the job, and he says to your girl, "I'm gonna show Ness how to make money for real." You gonna look at him kind of sideways. It's just a certain way how you present things. But on the back is on the other side of the fence. Sometimes, man, you do got to learn how to deal with people you don't like, deal with people you really don't necessarily don't want to fuck with in order to get you to where you want to go. And I think a lot of people get caught up on their pride and all that, because I know when them $1,200 checks came out from Trump, everybody know Trump is a racist, but everybody went and cashed some $1,200 checks. So sometime at the end of the day, man, swallow your pride, get what you got to get out the person, and get to where you got to go. That's my call.
All right. Remember the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nesta Gibbs on Skype. And we going out to CYP, California. What up?
I don't even know who that caller was, but my man was champion for 5 years. That's the longest reign of any current heavyweight champion, but he don't know how to be champion. Like, what the hell do y'all be talking about? Like, one loss out of 40-some wins, 10 defenses, but he don't know how to be anyway. When it comes to Floyd, I love Floyd as a boxer, but little boxers don't control big boxers. Big boxers don't look to little legends or little boxers, period, to help them box, because they two different style of boxers. They never gonna be the same. Like, Wilder ain't never looking to box like Floyd and have defense like that and footwork. That's not how heavyweights fight. As you can see, you do what you do and you do it the best way possible. Floyd, to me, is not sincere. Floyd does a lot of hating, but he's getting better. So I want to give Floyd the benefit of the doubt for the future. But as of right now, my man ain't made no real offer. Wilder said it. Did you listen to what he said? He did not make a real offer in real life. Stop talking as if he just offered him.
No, we definitely said that, Wilder, we quoted Wilder. He definitely said that, no one's called him and that he feels it's a publicity stunt. But, it's like I said, we're reporting that Wilder rejects Mayweather's training offer. And his quote is, "It's fake love. No, thank you." I'm putting at the end of that, should he reconsider? And we're giving the reasons why. I think he's different. You know what I mean? Hopefully he is. Because it means that he'll continue to help other people. I think he's different than what he used to be. Stick Talk Boxing. What's up? Remember, if you're on Blog Talk, you gotta press 1 if you want to talk. Stick Talk, what's up? You rocking out or you just listening? Stone Bone Boxing, what up?
Check it out, Chris. What up? You done, Whopper? I don't think that I'm gonna probably agree with Wilder. I just don't think that he respect Floyd. out of all of the little bickering that happened, like the little shade and the back and forth, and Wilder feeling like he announcing his comebacks and stuff, like during his press conference run for his big fights, like Floyd announcing stuff. I just don't think he respect him. So I don't believe he could sit there and really learn nothing from somebody you don't respect. I think you look at Floyd as a clown sometimes. You look at him as a character of a coach. I don't think he want that around him. So I'm probably going if you can't deal with that, if you don't want that around you, Wilder ain't never been seemed like that type of dude to me that he want an attention seeker as his coach. He want a low key guy that's gonna do the job. I don't think he want that. He don't.
Cut it. Got you. That makes sense. Both of his coaches haven't been, dudes that seek attention in the media, so that makes sense. We're going out to Aaron in Cali. What's up?
What's up, fellas?
How are you?
Good. I don't know. I think that you got to understand where Wilder's coming from. If you would have heard the whole interview, first of all, he doesn't think he lost a fight fair and square. So for his idea to think like he doesn't need to fix something that's not broken. This is why, his whole thing, whether it's Mayweather or anybody else, he's just not going to take anybody on his team. And like the previous caller said, those styles don't really mix. But it's always funny that, when AJ lost, it was cool for him to keep his trainer and his team, but as soon as Wilder loses, then, he needs to go see a psych doctor and all these issues are going on. And I don't even think that's nowhere even near the case. He wants a third match with Fury, and he's going to have it. And if he doesn't have it, he's pulling a lawsuit. That's what he said in the interview. So, after the third fight, if he loses, then we can have this conversation. But in the meantime, we got to see what happens in the third fight. And as far as Mayweather's a big talker.
Cut it. Man, he had said something. That's why I like cutting off. He had said something I was about to jump on. Damn. Shit.
Yeah, it makes it difficult, but yeah.
Yeah, gather.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yo, all right, check. Just real quick, man. I think personally I'm a Wilder fan, so I like the idea of him trying to link up with Floyd, but I think it's just because the name recognition that Floyd got. Like some of the other callers, I kind of question just a bit about how much he could help him. You know what I'm saying? Being the weight difference is so much, but I do understand that Floyd is a great mind. So saying that he can't offer nothing is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that can't be true. But I think the bigger thing is Wilder really feels like he won. So like him denying Floyd kind of makes me feel a little good because it's in line with everything he's saying. Makes me sound like that he believes that he really won. He don't need to change nothing. All he need to do is see Tyson Fury for a third time. So I kind of like the confidence that he's exuding by rejecting it.
All right. I mean, the thing is, he's always had confidence, man. He's not lacking for confidence. You know what I'm saying? But Coach Caesar, talk to me, Las Vegas.
CYP counterpunch.
Oh shit, Caesar, hold on 1 segundo. CYP, what up?
Yo, and I have to mention this. If you read the quote, you'll see that Wilder said the same thing CYP has been saying. Y'all didn't like Breland. Y'all said nothing positive about Breland. Y'all said I had no skill. But as soon as I get rid of the man, all of a sudden y'all got so much love for him? Nah, homie. That means you really don't want me to succeed. I've been telling people that, and now I'm glad that my man told y'all out of his own mouth. CYP don't lie. CYP tell the truth because CYP is happy in life. I ain't got to lie to nobody. If you want somebody around you that's constantly getting clowned and putting you down and putting negative on your cap, and you get rid of them, and your haters are mad, then you did a good thing. Bye-bye, Breland. Bye-bye. CYP out.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the argument was that Breland wasn't any good. I think that the argument was that he wasn't able to teach him. He wasn't getting anything from Breland because people felt like Wilder wasn't technically sound where Breland was, and Breland was supposed to be the Olympian and the boxing guy that was supposed to be showing him,
All
the
this stuff,
technical
yeah.
side of stuff. So, but it is a rock and a hard place because he makes a great point. It's like, they said I wasn't learning with Breland. Now Breland's not there, and they saying Breland was the only one that could have taught me how to get rid of him. So, but that's how you made it, man. When everything you do is being talked about.
And we different people though, Ness. You gotta remember, because we might make different decisions just based off the untitled we had yesterday and the questions that we asked.
Yeah,
you had different
course.
responses. So
Of course.
I mean, maybe if it was a different person, they would have jumped at the opportunity.
No, but I'm thinking with Wilder's mind, and that's why I'm okay with his decision, because I understand that, like, to him, he's already super rich. So yes, Mayweather Mayweather adds an element of popularity, which would translate into viewership and pay-per-view buys, but he don't need that right now. Tank, on the other hand, never done a pay-per-view. So I get it. Like, he's making his decision based off, like, I'm the baddest man on the planet. You understand? So
they cheated me to win that one. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's keep going.
Caesar, Las Vegas, you rocking out.
Can you hear me?
Yo, let me pause this for you, because you seen teams Vegas got together, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. You better hit your boy Eddie up.
Yeah. I already talked to Eddie, man. We just trying to figure out the days and everything like that, because I'm looking forward to joining those guys and training and everything like that.
That's what's
but yes, sir. And but on the topic though, I'm glad that Wilder's still has that confidence, and I'm glad that that he. I mean, I just hope that he doesn't have it in his head like, I just need to see this man again. You know what I mean? I hope that he does tweak, maybe, somebody in his camp could be like, you know what, help him out a little bit. But I mean, the worst is that if he really does just have a sit down with Floyd, you know what I'm saying, and say, man, this is how I feel about you. This is the reason why I feel about it. If you could offer me something, well, maybe we could work together. Maybe put his pride to the side. But I really don't see that happening. So I don't even know. Maybe I'm just wasting my breath. But TBB for life. Great show as always, fellas. And I'll catch you on the next one.
Mr. PBC, you had a counterpunch earlier. You were working and you couldn't have it, so you want it now? Because I think I owed you one, right? And yes,
yeah, you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, man. Well, Deontay Wilder, man, it's just, I would like to see him come on the show. Ness, you think you can make that happen?
I do not think I can make that happen.
Okay, but for Deontay Wilder, man, I see him doing what he got to do with Tyson Fury. You gotta somehow wheel him back, bring him back to court, and with the Floyd Mayweather stuff, maybe if he reaches out to you, man, accept the offer. Like, if he reaches out to you, like, meets you, like Ness says, I would, have a good talk with him. Maybe allow him to come into camp for a day and show you little pointers. That's about it, man. But yeah, I was old too, but
Alrighty then. And we got.
Who we got next?
We got Stonebone on the Boomerang.
What up?
What up?
Yeah, man. When I look at this, I just don't. Like I said, if he don't respect him, don't make that move. And Francis, you watch other sports, right?
Yes,
Ness
I do.
don't watch other sports. So when it's week 7, you have an embarrassing game and you fire the coach. Who do you make your head coach?
Usually the next person in line.
The offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator, right? And then it's weird when you say, "Oh, he feel like he don't need to make no changes." So when they fire your coach, isn't that the change? And when that team when the team move up the defensive coordinator and they go on a 5-game winning streak and then top it off with a nice playoff run, and then that guy become the head coach and win a title, you say, man, that was the greatest thing they did. They made the change in mid-season. So you saying he don't want to make changes, but he fired his coach. Do you realize you saying two different things in the same sentence? Oh, he don't want to make no changes, and he fired his coach. Well, damn, I thought firing your coach was a change. So that lets you know he felt he needed to make a change. He fired his coach. Oh, it just be frustrating sometimes listening to people like they hate Wilder. I can be realistic. I don't like the other stuff, but some of this stuff, he a grown man. If he don't want to deal with Floyd and his ego and Floyd be emotional, look at the up and downs and the stuff he have with Broner. I don't want to see Wilder get mad at Floyd and Floyd go diss him on Instagram. Like, oh, he ain't worked that hard, man. I don't feel like working with heavyweights. I'm gonna stick with my little guy. No, just do what you need to do.
Old Floyd, though, man. Old Floyd.
That reputation
man.
stays with you, man.
It
Apparently.
does. But, you know, America is built on second chances, man. And that's old Floyd, man. That's old Floyd. We haven't seen nothing like that in a minute. I hope I'm not just blanking out. Like, I feel like I haven't seen any of that in a minute, man. Even when Tank called him the ops, that was his opportunity to go in on him. He didn't, so I just think that, you know, we not looking at it like that.
And he intelligently explained why he was working with Devin Haney.
Yeah, but Juan and the BX.
Bomb Squad! Yo, what's good, bro?
What up?
Yeah, man. Yo, with a crew that with Doomy and them. I don't hear nobody else but you and
What up? It's
Sports
Francis.
Talks.
I'm here.
Yo, everybody left, man.
Yo,
Everybody
Francis.
left.
What's
I don't even
good?
know you cockroach. Nah, just joking, bro. Yeah, man. Yo, what's good, fellas? Anyway, Bomb Squad, man, he gonna do him regardless. And I'm looking at his eyes. He actually does believe everything he's saying, and it's obviously sounding true because my man Fury is a cheater. Even though as much as some of us might like him and back him up on some things, but on the for real, I hope he gets his third fight, and I hope he knocks his ass out. And that's the bottom line. Peace out, fellas.
Peace. Champ. Well, that's everybody, man. Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Francis.
Yeah, next up, Sports Talk, man. Next up, Sports Talk. You can check me out, man, all through the day, but definitely Monday to Friday in the morning. You can check me out. We got all sports recap, reviews, previews. Listen, Border Wars 9, December 5th, Dallas, Texas. It's still not too late. You got till November 9th to sign up and get your sparring footage in if you're trying to be a part of Border Wars 9. We need 2 opponents, one for 140 and one for 168. Check us out. We'll give you more on the Border Wars. Shout out to all the sponsors. You know what I'm saying? I want to run down the list right now of all the sponsors, but shout out to you. And we'll catch you on the next one. We out.
Peace.